This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
Introduction. The epistolary novella Color Purple is a story of resilience and great transformation where the author gives a lot of ideas on relationships of friendship, oppressive domination, courage, and the quest for independence. In it, she relates the story of Celie, a woman with a phenomenal rise from one oppressed and dependent and climaxes at the emancipated self at the end of the book. As readers, we perceive these through the eyes of the sisters Celie and Needy as they narrate the fateful life the young lady, her fights through the physical and emotional abuse. As a child, she is raped by the stepfather and has 2 children. These experiences make her more inclined to a bisexual life, especially the one she, Celie, has with Shugs, Mr. Mistress. This relationship brings one aspect of the lesbianism that is expressed in the book. Main body. It must be, however, stated that lesbianism exists in the book, but it does not vividly come out in the book by any graphic illustrations. There are 2 ways to perceive lesbianism in the book. First, this term could be taken to mean the traditional understanding where there is romantic or sexual relationship or attraction between 2 females living together. It could also mean the female expression of dissatisfaction with male domination or institutions such as patriarchy or capitalism that result in the alienation of the female gender. Similarly, it can also be a relationship where the female partners avoid the conventional married life and resist male tyranny at all cost. Lesbianism can occur to the women who live or work together in a platonic or a more emotional level. In the book, we see a number of female characters who seem orientated in one or both forms of lesbianism. Shugs and Celie's relationship is the most pronounced in the book. When Celie first sees Shug in a photograph, she remarks that the most beautiful woman I ever saw. Shugs, on the other hand, initially insults Celie as surely ugly. In their first meeting, they become close, make Celie begin to appreciate her worth and engage in lesbianism. In another instance, when she arrives home for Christmas, they are left alone in the house. Shugs asks to stay warm in Celie's bed with her. After Celie reveals her rape ordeal to her, she puts her arms around her and they both cry. After some time, they begin to touch each other and kiss. She goes to her room when the men return. This is not surprising at all because the love affair between the 2 has been suspected until this point of physical engagement. The other female relationships suspected are that between Eleanor and Sophia. Eleanor, Miss Millie's daughter, tries her best to make Sophia care for her like she does for Sophia. Unfortunately, her efforts to persuade Sophia are unsuccessful. The second lesbian relationship of revolt against oppression is also vivid in the life of many characters. The ladies provide emotional strength to each other to ward off male chauvinism. The contrast that existed between them become less distinct. Sophia tells Celie that she ought to bash Mr. Head open. This could be a way to edge Celie away from passivity. At the same time, Shug inspires Celie to view love, life, and God with a new perspective. From this point of feminism, we see her transform from an hitherto timid, young, and vulnerable to a confident woman who has learned what it means to love and be loved and succeeds through the opportunities she takes advantage of. It is a rebirth of Celie into oneness with self and others, and even the world perception of what is beyond understanding and love. It unites the women as comrades in a spiritual journey of discovery and challenge of the status quo. As a result, they fight for their survival and that of their families. Celie is able, as a result of this, to set up her own business and works in the same house her father did work in. When she incorporates trousers, a symbol of masculinity, into her wardrobe, it shows her entry in masculinity. She thus becomes not only confident but also self-supporting. This independence comes when Shugs grants her financial assistance. At the end of the novel, her submissive temperament disappears and is replaced by words of audacity previously uncommon to her. For instance, when she says that she is poor, black, maybe ugly, and cannot cook but present. The readers can only marvel at the transformation and emancipation she has undergone and the achievement of a sense of self-respect. Sophia and Shug enables Seeley to be an independent, confident, and resilient woman. Did you like this Lesbianism in the Color Purple by Alice Walker sample? To get more works like this one, make sure to check out the free database of academic paper examples at ivypanda.com. You will find thousands of samples for all your study needs, without even having to register.